Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Stalker. This is episode 85, and as you can see, we're at Quonset. Take some water because we're very light on water. All right, let's leave this stuff behind here. Oh, we have a car battery. Oh, fantastic! I saw that recipe on the last episode, one of the ones I wanted to get, and it required a car battery and um, lamp oil. And I do believe one of these had some lamp oil. So we don't have a ton, but we got maybe a third of it right there. Need to come up with ways of marking these drawers somehow. Maybe if I use the spray paint, get some kind of symbology. This should be all full of medical stuff. Is there anything we can leave behind? You know what? Why don't you leave a couple of these stems behind? Just in case. Probably need to make bandage. Do we have any cloth? We could make that for sure. Make those. Sorry, wool shirt, you're gonna be sacrificed for bandages. After our Timberwolf encounter and not having enough stuff to treat ourselves. Okay, so that's project related. We need to find some more fir wood because I want to make a second one of these. And we need to build a bed. But first, we need to go to Pleasant Valley. Sutherland has us headed to one more bunker. So in the last episode, we were going through more conversations with Sutherland, and he was talking about misanthrope and belonging to his family and what have you. The other thing that I noticed too was he was talking about, and I forget the name. I'm gonna butcher it, so I do apologize. But I think it was the Joplin. It's tied to the story in Wintermute, which I think is really cool that they tied that together. If you haven't played Wintermute, it probably will be a little confusing. But if you have, in episode 3, there was a series of bunkers that you had to go check out. And within that storyline, one of the bunkers you had to check was Jabin Joseph Joplin. I forget the guy's name. Anyway, Toasty's gonna be so mad at me for not remembering. Anyway, it's in episode 3. There's that whole story about that guy having bunkers and what have you. So the Southern Tale tying into that story is quite actually interesting. he headed this way? I couldn't see his breath. No, he's walking away from us. Okay. Get off the hill. I don't want to hunt him. I don't want to lose his meat either. So I don't want to, like, tangle with him right now. I'd rather be patient. We'll cut this corner here, but I got to get a little further over here. I would rather wait and we get that other box and we can empty out the curing box we have. And we load up the curing box with him and get his hide and everything. But I'd rather not hunt him right now. That's going to be a whole half an episode. So my goal is to try to get to that bunker. And I don't even know if this is the last time we'll come through there for that, because I know there's something to do with destroying that bunker. I do know that much. I've watched some of Toasty Bit's lore videos, and he talks about that. So I don't know if it's this trip that happens in discovering that, or if we go back with information from this deal, and then Sutherland tells us we need to go and trigger it and put. I don't know. Something tells me we're going to end up doing more to this tale than this. This feels too open-ended for it to end up that way. Something nags at me with the idea that there's a conversation about there needing to be closure or something, and you have to go destroy it. So we may be making another trip to Pleasant Valley, which is fine. It is what it is. That's why I think it'd be nice if we get back. We could build the bed, maybe build that other curing box, and then think about doing something else, which might be something as radical as going to the far territories, or maybe we go hang out in HRV or Ash Canyon or something crazy. Although we did get a chance to spend some time in Ash Canyon. HRV was not quite as long, I don't think. We need to go to Bleak Inlet. At least we need to go to the lower part of Bleak Inlet. We've only been there for the tails. This would be something that they would call in the MMO world when you used to play, like, online games where you had to grind your character. This is part of that grind in order to get a story or quest done. You grind through things, grind up a level. Essentially what we're doing right now. All of this walking. Put that down. Handy dandy lamp. So far, the community lamp is working beautifully here in Cinder Hill Mine. This thing of leaving it on one side to the other. Once you get on the correct side and you pass through it, it works out great. All I have to do is keep the lamp oil in there. So might have to bring some lamp oil here at some point, but so far so good. This is probably about the 4th or 5th time we've used this, and so far it has worked out really nice. Oh, got some lamp oil there. Perfect. There we go. Just cougar territory. That's all we have to go. There was no need to add dramatic music. We were doing just fine. I was even about to say that I'm really happy with looking at the recording time and that 10 minutes in, we're already in Pleasant Valley, getting this task underway. The only thing I don't like about the fog is because it's a great reason to sneak up on Mr. Bear. Hopefully I'll be able to hear him snorting and snotting. Wow. We were only looking for food. Well, we're kind of hungry. You know, I'm kind of thinking if we have to destroy this bunker, if there's anything of value in there, we need to pack it out. Even if we leave it at that little broken house. I was even considering, I think there's a workbench in there. I might even consider taking the vise off that workbench before you lose it. Take it somewhere else. You're going to sacrifice it anyway. Well, I can hear you, Wolf. Are you going to be in our way? That's so loud at first, it sounded like it was in front of us, but I do believe it was behind us. As the pitch goes down, it's like it starts to pinpoint where the location's coming from. But that early high pitch seemed like it's right in front of you. Stop, look, and listen. All right. Now I know where we're at. That's like, are we getting close? We're actually getting closer to his den now. It'll be that little bridge coming up. Still worth a listen, though. And I would say the same thing goes for this bear as the bear that we just passed up in Coastal. Not necessarily looking to pick a fight right now. In fact, I don't even know what to do with a bear over here. I guess we'd have to load up to Trevon. Pack him somewhere. But that's just more time. I just want to be really hyper-focused on getting this tailed. Don't hear anything. The music trigger was kind of instinctive. Something's changing. Pay attention. Okay. Look for bear tracks. Be mindful.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get out of his way here. Nope. That ain't gonna work. Come on. Astrid, run. There you go. That's what we were trying to listen for. Let's just cut across here. Hello, ptarmigan. A little bit of excitement. Problem is, we're probably a little lost now. That's okay. I'm just going to keep going. We'll figure it out. Getting late in the day, though. Well, this kind of looks like a road. We'll take it. I am not 100% certain where I'm at. I know the general vicinity of where we should be, but I don't know if I know exactly where I'm at. Hear crows. I hear a lot of crows. Okay. A little further than what I needed to do, but now we have our bearings. Actually happy to see that. Okay, we should be able to muddle our way through now. Now that we found the plane crash. Crows was definitely a good marker. A lot of cedar over here. I wonder how much carry weight we actually have at our disposal. I wonder if we could pack up a few fir limbs. All back with us. There we go. Hunter's blind. Now, if we head this direction, we should find it. Navigating in the fog is absolutely not easy. Even with good map knowledge, it still doesn't take much to get you turned around. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, I had a good idea about where I was. I just wasn't sure where I was going to spit out at if I kept walking. Is this all cedar? It is. There's no fur over here. Oh, here's a fur limb. Well, maybe we'll cut that fur limb. Let's go see if we can find some food for Astrid before we lose our carry weight. And if not, we'll eat what we brought. Oh, look, we got water. That's good. Got flour. Definitely going to want to take that with us. Tell you what, grab the water, grab the flour. Eat this. bad I couldn't cut up that thing. All right. Wow. Should have brought some oil. We could have made some pan out or something. And then drop this. I don't know what to do with that just yet. But I don't want to lose it in the bunker. What's our carry weight? We are way underweight. How's our hatchet? In good shape. All right. There we go. Even if all I take back is those 3, that's still a start. Maybe we could find one when we get back over. Closer to home. All right, go back in. Let's go find this. Thing is over here somewhere, I do believe. Loose bricks. There it is. Now, what's funny, if you play this on a regular run and you're not doing the tails, you can actually see through that deal, this little opening. Note. He sealed himself in with a thermostat, just like a father would do.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Hi, Mom. Perfect timing, huh? Being Halloween and everything. So, do we get to read the note? Is that part of what we get to do? We still haven't got covered items. Is there another loose brick? More information? It's funny how the tree roots compromised his ammo. Might take that with us. So I'm intrigued. Zero of 1 items recovered. Search for signs of Wyatt. Notes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Shaky, delicate handwriting. Joplin. That's the name. Okay, we've been corrected. It made sense to leave you here in your first build, the one for Joplin. He was the only one who didn't turn on you, so it seemed right. You were always bugging me to write more, so I followed your lead, scratched down a few words to see if you were off, I guess. You were still burning when I found you. Your friends and I had run off into their holes in the ground, out of sight. Why did it all have to come down to this? Why couldn't you make them listen? I didn't mean for any of this to happen, my damn leg. After you died, I couldn't stop them. The bunkers you built, the plans. They took all of them except this. There's one big storm coming, they said. All the wildlife is spooked. No one's standing eye to eye, brother. Maybe you got out just in time, Sutherland. So now does that fix? This? Okay, there we go. I'm like off on that. All right. We found what we needed. Ugh, it's already late. What can we do? Half tempted to just drink coffee and go back. This keeps us awake. Well, the only problem is if we go back, we got to fire off the Aurora. Damn, still didn't bring up Pry Bar.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Have you searched this? What have I been doing with my life? All right, grab those. Hacksaw. All right. If we have to come back and destroy this place, which I have a feeling we have to because there's no deal, we should bring a hacksaw and get... Is there a vise here? There is. Okay. We should steal that vise. All right. Let's eat some more of this. Drink. How much time we got left? Not a lot. Here, let's just pass 2 hours, sleep through the night, and get the heck out of here in the morning. Regardless of the weather. Yeah, my sentiments exactly, Astrid. Let's go. Ooh. Just a little thirsty. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Yeah. All right. I know I said regardless of the weather, but that's a little much. Let's see what we can work on here. See if there's anything we can fix here. I don't even know how much cloth we got. We got one piece of leather. That's not going to do us any good. We can do this. We do not need these tools. This counts for an hour, and we wanted scrap metal to make the hook. So let's tear this down. And then let's go over here and make hooks. Another hour. Weather sounds better. We were productive. All right. I think we did good. We wanted more hooks for fishing, and we took a harvestable item and we make good use of it. Now we'll beeline our way back. How are we doing on weight? So good. I was thinking about grabbing another one of these fir woods here. There's 2 of them right here. And these things aren't the easiest to find. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm starving.
There, go ahead. That's what we made it for. It's supposed to be travel food. We leave it on the car. Okay, gotta remember to come by the point of disagreement and grab the pry bar so we can open up that locker before we destroy that thing. Gotta bring back the hacksaw. Take the vise. You're actually cold? I'm impressed. I'm going to say we missed the bridge just barely and we walked right through there. And then we kind of missed the point of disagreement. Yeah, I can hear the ptarmigan right there. So, yeah, we kind of went up and around this rock here and we went that way. Okay. That makes sense. It's nice to know if you can figure out where you went wrong. And then you get stuck in the next one. You can try to remember, oh, okay, if I turn back up this way a little bit more. You're back out again? You're so much fun to hang out with. Actually, Bear, you don't bother me. You're pretty easy to path away. Even last time, I don't know how close he really was, but he probably was louder than close. I still don't want to run into him, though. Probably not going to kill you, more than likely. Usually you survive a bear attack. Problem is clothing destruction is usually quite brutal. Alright, this is not fair. 365 degrees of angle and you're blowing in the one end that I want to walk in. Wolf over there. Further back that way. weather looks like it's getting worse. We're walking so slow. I'm pretty much using auto walk, and I've taken my hands off the mouse completely because this is just completely so slow.
I can't feel my feet.
Not only is the music in the game so good and fits so well, the other thing that is so nice is that it belongs to Hinterland, so it's part of the game, and you don't get this nasty gram from YouTube. Oh, hello. You and I both missed each other. Oops. I don't want your meat. I will take your hide. Using the knife that Sutherland gave me.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Yeah, no, Ashley. You know you don't get cold that often here on Stalker, so I think you're gonna make it. I've seen far worse. You should see what people do to you on Interloper, and God forbid if you ever saw anybody do anything on Nogoa. Ugh. Good thing you're just an avatar. Well, I wasn't expecting to bring back a wolf pelt and all this fir wood, but I feel like we're getting something else accomplished besides just running around with the fact that we're getting a story told. We've gotten over half the wood we need to make a second curing box. But I have a feeling we're coming back. So that fir wood that was up there, if it's still there, we may take advantage of it.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna make you grind it out for the moment. I need to get out of Pleasant Valley.
I could eat anything right now.
There's a very strange noise out of my right headphone. Got me perplexed as what was over on this side. Yay! The wind shifted. We can walk again. We got warm too. There you go. You're warming up, Ashton. Here, I'll tell you what. This will be a good thing for you to eat. Oh, they're bad. You can't eat them that way.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, I had to put you right in the wind, didn't I? Oh, the visuals aren't the best, but that'll give you a little more oomph. Back to the music again. What I was talking about with the music, and I think the wolf kind of interrupted what I was going with what that statement was, is that anytime you use music with YouTube and stuff, you have to worry about copyright and stuff. So a lot of the stuff I use for the podcast is all out of YouTube's library, so it's totally safe to use. It's a lot less brain damage. Now, you may have noticed the opening of the show used to have like a little
Damn,
bit of music at the
I'm freezing.
beginning that I've actually taken away because they started hounding me about what it was, even though I have the license for it. I just don't want to fuss with it, so I just decided to quit using it. But I can't imagine having to deal with that with the game if you were constantly getting hammered about the music. You'd have to turn it off. So it's nice that it's not a copyright strike. Where you have to turn it off. The music is so nice and it sets a really cool mood. We got enough weight. How many coal do I have on me? 8. Let's make it 10. We'll call it good. Nice to collect this stuff, especially if we're going to do a big fishing session. Guess we could always walk up here and just collect it all and take it back down. Upward and outward, there, Astrid. Upward and outward. Oh, no bedroll. Never mind. That's why we're so light. And just try to warm up a little bit. So I'm just going to pull the bedroll out. See how cold we are over here. Not too sweating it. Alright, let's get the bow back out. Wolves should start repopulating the field of play. Ooh. You go, girl. Run down that hill. Da-da-da. There you go. No sprained ankle. Okay, at least guess we're warming up. All right, misanthropes, here we come. Interesting that we found a note from Sutherland himself. Describing the...
Man, I could eat anything.
Basically, I guess what happened. Kind of vague. Sounds like maybe something happened. We're talking about explosive hatches. Wonder if something went sideways and why it ended up catching on fire. So here's what I was talking about. So notice there's a wolf coming up on straight ahead. There's another one. So they're starting to repopulate. So it might be worth our time to get rid of them because we're going to still be crossing paths with them with the Aurora. So I'm not going to deviate. Boat out there right there. And the beach coming. It's really cool when you get that little tiny little vessel out there. Alright. Maybe we're going to do both of you. May not have time to get your hides. Alright, ready? I let go of the bow. Damn it. How did I do that? I had somehow let go of that shot. Alright. Are we in trouble? No. The wolf is. Let's try this again. There we go. I don't know what I did last time. Usually it's just hold the mouse button and you let go and it fires. Maybe I reached the end of the pull? I don't know. At least the worst all he did was probably mess up our clothes. He didn't catch us. Turn us into a bleeding zombie. Drop this off and we'll go back and get his hide. All right, Sutherland. Here we go. You know what? We don't need to steal that water. I was thinking about it, but we got enough to get back on. Of course, gonna walk back in the wind. Buddy, you're a lot further away than I was thinking. But it's still daylight. We got a while before the aurora kicks in. So let's get your hide. Not going to worry about anything else. The last one took like half an hour. I have to go back and watch the video and find out what happened with that other one. I have a feeling what it was is that when you pull the bow, you've got so much time on the timer. And I probably pulled it too early and just ran out of time in it. Let go. It unpulled the bow. There we go. Yeah, like a half hour. We need to kill some time anyway. We need to eat.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, I see that, Astrid. Well, I'll tell you what. Eat that last bit. I don't know if that's our other wolf or that's that. I have a feeling that would be the wolf, because I think I broke down that fire. You know what? Let's go walk that way and take a peek. Because if it is, we can get it done now. And except we still have time before it gets dark. Oops. Auto walk, please. And if it is that campfire, we're going to break it down. But I thought we broke it down once before. No. This would be our wolf. Buddy, I don't know what I did to screw this up, but you lost. Uh-oh. There it is. We might need one of these to fix our coat after that little encounter. Alright. And what are you? Are you the campfire I keep looking at? You are. Okay. We've been wanting to break you down too. Break down. We keep looking at you. Alright. Got our mess cleaned up. Oh, see? More wolves. They're all repopulating. 3 more wolves over here. Well, I really don't want to deal with them as aurora wolves. I'm wondering if we should just deal with them now. There's the bears back too. Everything's back. I don't want to deal with the aurora bear either. I might leave him alone. Hey. 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 He ran. Okay. Okay. And I hate to waste all those hides, but let's get back before it's too late. Don't necessarily want the wolf out here, or I mean the bear out here either, with the Aurora. But I think he's a little easier to work around than all those wolves. Now I feel a little safer about running back and forth. Now if Mr. Bear gets all excited here, follows us home, we may take him out. Any more wolves? Give me a few days of reprieve now. We got one right here. Oh, you ran off. I wanted you. Oh, hello. You all came back at the same time. Are you going to walk over that? There you go. Where's your buddy go? I really don't want any of you guys hanging around in the Aurora Tunnel. There you are. Come on. Heard that deer in it. I thought there was another wolf. I'm like, tell me I got two of them floating over here. Come here, I want to line you up. I hear you. Come on. Perfect. All right. We can harvest those guys. Now, maybe I won't get ambushed when the Aurora hits. Okay, those were cured. Here, let's just drop all those right there. We need to make some more arrows, don't we? Well, let's harvest these. We're waiting for nighttime anyway. Okay. Let's duck out here real quick. Get a bite to eat. Should have looked around a little more before I did that. All right. You know what, Asher? We shouldn't ruin this by doing this, but I'm going to sleep for an hour. Just in case. Are we going to get an aurora? I don't want to sleep a bunch. There we go. I would assume every trade would trigger. Kind of need that to happen. I'd almost wish it didn't trigger. That in some ways that would make this more difficult. You had to wait.
Well, well, my pal on the radio.
Oh, we're pals now, are we?
Dropping the stuff off now.
He seems cheerful almost. All right. Should give it enough food. Might drink a coffee. Let's hope we got rid of all of our four-legged friends. I'm not really interested in dispatching an Aurora wolf. Yeah, we'll do what we have to do. There's our friend the bear. Yeah, I'm glad we kind of took out the wolves. What are you doing over there, buddy? Got a little jig going on. Doing the bear dance. Doing the bear dance. Yeah, you just keep doing that. Yeah, we would have had a whole bunch of stuff going on. Alright, I know this episode's running a little late. But I kind of want to get... I hate to leave it undone. It's like we're like right in the midst of this. I'd rather take a little more time and get to a better stopping point. Ooh, I can hear a wolf howl. Did we miss one? Must be way over here somewhere. Alright, so we may have to walk back over here one more time. I don't think so, though. I think we pick up our trinkets here with this trade. We go back, we talk to them on the radio, and I think that should do it. And we can sleep through the rest of the night and end the episode there. I don't think we'll have to come back over here. I'm not going to make any trades that requires to come back quickly. We should accept whatever our next task is, which I think it's to go back and destroy that bunker. Which, if that's the case, then we'll kind of rinse and repeat. This episode and that episode are going to have a similar taste to them. Forgot to drop that wood. Damn it. I didn't need to come up here. Take that. Sutherland in his sloop. No. Hockey jersey is an interesting gift. All right, Asher, let's make good time. Where's our dancing bear friend? Not in his den. He's not dancing on ice, so it's not the ice capads anymore. Maybe right in front of us, right there. And it looks like there's something glowing right there. I will say this. I do like the fact that the game is forcing us to go out in a time period that we normally would try to avoid. Most of the time when you're playing this, especially if you're a newer player, once you find out about Aurora Wolves and all that stuff, you don't want anything to do with this. You don't want to be out in it. And so, like, doing the tails, like, doing all this requires the electricity. And so a lot of times you have to be out in the Aurora. And I like the way it kind of like, okay, we know you're afraid of this, but if you want to do it, you kind of need to put up with being out in the scary part of the day. So where'd our bear go? Didn't get them all. There's the bear. There you are. I saw you come over the hill. See how far he comes over here. Yeah, he'll stay away from us. You didn't know the light protects us. We got one. Oh, too low. Stuck right there. Probably shouldn't have worried about doing that. No, we're not going to take the time. Did I get all my arrows back? No. Here it is. Now I have them all. And the iridescent glow. If I'd have aimed better, I might have done better. Alright, let's get back in here. Put that away. Pick it up.
The voice on the radio is back.
Alright. Talk to me.
I guess I knew, but I didn't know I knew it. That don't make any sense. I get it. This stuff with my brother. I can't keep it straight. But he's gone now. I know that. They turned on him, the bastards. Never did get the chance to ask him why. That's how I found him. All burned up. Just bones and ash. Sea and wind and tides, I understand. nights. Is it yesterday? Or today? Or tomorrow? God, I sound crazy. It's just flashes in my head like an old movie. Me, my brother, and all the rest. But now I remember. Yeah, Joplin's bunker in Pleasant Valley. Take him back, my brother. I mean what's left of him, his remains. Go back, put him back to rest, and then seal it up. The whole damn thing. Blow the hatch, just like in those old schematics. You read them, right? Bring some wire, look for an exposed switch, and you tie that sucker off. It should do the job when you close up the hatch. Let me know when you get the job done. I mean, a piece of the hatch is good enough. Just something I can keep on my boat. And then we'll be all square, you and me. Here it is.
Bunker rifle. That's a hefty find. Ooh. I want some fuzzy socks. Quarter soup. Thick wool sweater. I think we want this. But we'll get it later.
That's fine, I guess.
All right, do we have to go back and get... Retrieve Wyatt's bone from the container near the trade box. Return to Joplin's. Use a wire bundle to set the demolition charges before we leave. Bring a trader a piece. Okay, so we have to go back to the trade box, go get his remains. I do believe... You know what? Before we get too crazy here. Furniture wood. That's right. No, just put it in here. Where's the... Been carrying this around. There. Lighten the load. All right, one of these drawers, I think, we had wires. I'm going to take that with me just in case. Open. Okay, now we're loaded up with food. Door. Bite to eat. Well, I was going to say a big drink, but there's hardly enough there to drink. Guess we need to make some water. Okay. Middle of the night. I'm going to do for 10. All right. 148 hours. 48 days. 148 days. 9 hours. Maybe we take some oil with us and we make some bannock because we got to go back to that bunker. So anyway, this is where we're going to leave it. No, it's a little bit longer episode, but like I said, I didn't want to leave it hanging. So next episode, we go grab his remains. We go back to Pleasant Valley. We go finish the job, and we'll go from there. Come back, and then we'll see what we can do.
Snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Thanks for interrupting me. And then we'll start figuring out what we're going to do next. That's the end of the road for the tale. with Sutherland. That'll be cool. It's been interesting. It's different. I've already kind of spoiled it for myself, so I kind of know what's going on. But once we get that done, then we'll work on doing some of this other stuff. I want to build the other curing box. We'll need to go fishing to get the oil. I want to get that wolf hat and start getting the wolf pants. We're gonna get us a whole wolf outfit going. So, and then once we get that done, we'll figure out what's next. We're gonna build a bed, and we're gonna get all that stuff, get all geared up, and get all that done. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. If you take the time to like, comment, subscribe, it's always amazing. Appreciate all of the support. And with that, we will catch you on the next one.